In the first week of grade 9, a boy in my geography class pulled my pants down in front of our whole class and launched a rumor that I was actually a boy. By the end of grade 9, someone had carved Rebecca Deline as a man into over half of the cafeteria tables downstairs. I have fantastic parents, but I was confused and I was embarrassed by what was happening to me at school, and I didn't want to tell them what was going on. I got jumped in the first week of grade 9 for the first time, and in the beginning of grade 10, I was jumped again by a girl brand new to our school. 300 students stood in our cafeteria and watched as she repeatedly smashed my head into the reinforced glass window in our cafeteria, and no one stopped her. I remember falling to the floor and I was crying and I felt humiliated and confused, but mostly I just felt alone. The light in all of this for me was the House of Shalom Youth Center. The House of Shalom is a non-denominational youth center that runs a peer support program for youth in grades 9 through 12. The house promotes a safe, non-judgmental atmosphere where youth can safely share the things that they're going through. There's a group of peer support leaders of all different ages and life experiences, and they're with your group from the first week of grade 9 until you graduate grade 12. These leaders are there to be a sounding board and a listening ear, to encourage and to help youth navigate through the rough waters that are everybody's teenage years. But for me personally, it was just the first time that anyone had told me that what was happening to me at school was not okay, that it wasn't normal, and that it wasn't my fault. The house has meetings each week that cover a variety of topics from family relationships to substance abuse to bullying and self-esteem. And over my years at the house, I learned how to treat myself with more respect and how to expect it from others. My perspective started to shift, and instead of thinking that I was loud and obnoxious, I realized that I had a voice for public speaking. The house helped me discover that I had natural leadership skills that had been buried underneath years of feeling inadequate, and that my years of being left by myself had actually given me more self-awareness than most girls my age. At the end of my 4 years at the house, I was asked to come on and be a peer support volunteer for a group for 4 years, an opportunity that helped me grow and continues to help me grow. And at the end of those 4 years, I applied for a position on staff at the house, which was a pretty big deal because since the crash of the economy, we only have 2 full-time staff, and I became one of them. In the past year, 533 youth have accessed our peer support meetings or outreach opportunities. Being on Speakers Bureau, I get to go around and I get to tell people that number. And it's an impressive number, especially when you consider that we're a youth center in the county. But to you, 533 is still just a number, and to me it's not. To me, when I say 533, it's Robert, and it's Brooke, and it's Dallas. It's teenagers that I've got to watch come through our doors when they didn't have another place to go. It's youth that I've watched struggle with mental illnesses and their sexual identity and coming from a home of abuse. It's youth that I've got to watch graduate the program and come back to volunteer every single week. They stay involved in their community, they're excelling in post-secondary, and they have successful, positive relationships. That 533 is why I donate to the United Way. Every single day, I get to see the success stories of your United Way dollars, and I get to be a success story. I can stand here and I tell you how great our need for support is, and I know that I'm not alone. I know that every other one of the agencies supported by the United Way in Windsor-Essex is just as grateful for your support. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart for listening to me tonight for a few minutes and for continuing to support the United Way.